Greetings, this is Silent James, and welcome to another time-lapse video where I will be inking and doing the watercolor for page 7 in my new zine, Silent-Delic. Something that was very important to me was to do the art, the traditional way, like, using dip pens, using watercolor paper, really putting in everything I am as an artist into these pages. That's what I wanted to do. So you're going to see, thousands and millions of lines, hatching and shading and just everything crafted as perfectly as I could on each page. And that's because, no offense to anybody that works, using digital tools, but they don't inspire me. That kind of work is just not as inspiring when you see, an artist like Moebius or Sam Keith or Frank Miller's old work and Kentaro Miura, Akira Toriyama, Katsushiro Otomo. I mean, that's the kind of work that really, really impresses me and inspires me. And it takes time. It's not something that can be done, I work really quickly. I mean, besides the fact that this is a time lapse, but even in real time, a lot of my peers, they take a lot longer to produce pieces than I do. But even so, it takes a long, long, long time. So, yep, there's lots of lines and lots of love that was put into this book. I'll just say really quick, this basement that I am in these scenes is a real place. I lived there for a while. It was the darkest time of my life. It was horrible. The place was dark and absolutely freezing. There was nothing I could do to warm that place up. When it would rain, the rain would just come straight down the stairs because there was a huge gap. There were gaps all over the place. Just the cold air would come in, the rain, everything. It was a horrible place. But I took a lot of photos and I said, if I ever make it out of this hell, maybe I can use these photos to do something positive, something productive. So that's what I did here. Something that I really wanted to do as well was I am bored by the traditional comic format of reading from top left to bottom right, so I wanted to lay out my pages in a little bit different way where you don't necessarily have to do that. You can look in the top right first and then go counterclockwise around the panels, or the bottom left first and then go up to the right and then go counterclockwise. So a lot of my pages you'll see you can look at them many different ways, and I wanted all my edges to my panels and pages to be rounded because one of my favorite artists, Gaudi, all of his beautiful exquisite buildings and stuff, everything is organic shapes and there aren't a lot of like square edges. And I believe that seeing these unnatural boxes all the time, it's just not healthy for the human brain. So I tried to make a lot more organic shapes and have the eye flow a lot more organically around the page. And then, yeah, the other thing I love about this page is that it's the same background going through the whole thing, but then having the panels separate the action, I can have myself move throughout the space in different moments, but keep the same background. As you can see, the background goes across all three panels, and that light up there, could be where it is. So yeah, that was something I really loved about this. Yeah, that blue, the whole play, like that blue was just so evil. And then yeah, I've had a fear of moths since I was a little kid, and I grew up on a dead end in front of a nature preserve, so there was just woods, and the moths that we would get were like, the wingspan was just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So yeah, that's where that comes from. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse video, and Silent-Delic is available now on Amazon. Thank you. Ta-ta.